Hello, Algebra 1. This is Lesson 2 of Solving Absolute Value Equations. The second lesson, we're going to add a little bit on to the first lesson. We're going to add where the absolute value sign isn't isolated. Before we can do anything else, we have to make sure that absolute value sign is isolated. So to get rid of this plus 1, we're going to subtract 1 from each side of the equation. So we get the absolute value of n equals 1. And from lesson 1, we learned that we drop the absolute value bars, and we're going to solve it twice. We get n equals positive 1, and we'll do it a second time where n equals negative 1. Let's try that again. We have to isolate the absolute value, so we're going to add 8 to both sides of the equation. That gives us absolute value of x over 7 equals positive 1. Drop those absolute value signs. So we have x over 7 equals 1. Multiply both sides by 7. It looks like x is going to be 7. We'll do that a second time. X over 7 equals negative 1 this time. Multiply both sides by 7. It looks like x is going to be negative 7. Okay, let's do one with division. We're going to get rid of that division by multiplying both sides by 8. So I get negative 9 plus v equals 24. Now we're going to drop those absolute value bars, and we're going to do it with positive. So we add 9 to both sides. So we get v equals 33. And we're going to do it again. So we get negative 9 plus v equals negative 24 this time. I'm going to add 9 to both sides. So it looks like v is going to be, what's that, negative 15. All right, and again, at any point, if you want to check your work, you substitute it back in. Make sure it's a true statement. Last one. So we have to get rid of that 5. Remember, always look in front. It's a positive 5. So to get rid of it, we subtract it. Don't look behind it. That goes with the 8. So the 5 is positive. So we're going to subtract 5 from each side. Don't forget to bring down that negative with the 8. Absolute value of negative 2n equals negative 80. Now let's get rid of that negative 8. Our goal again is to get this absolute value all by itself. So we're going to get rid of multiply by negative 8 by dividing both sides by negative 8. So we're going to get the absolute value of negative 2n equals positive 10. Now we're finally ready to work. Let's drop those absolute value signs. So we're going to get negative 2n equals positive 10. Divide each side by negative 2. It looks like n is going to be negative 5. And our second try, we're going to say negative 2n equals negative 10. Remember, we're doing this twice, once with a positive 10, once with a negative 10. Divide each side by negative 2. It looks like it's going to be positive 5 this time. And so there's two solutions, n equals negative 5 and n equals positive 5. Please try the U-tries and do the practice problems for this week. Again, please email me if you have any questions. Hope you have a good week. Thanks.